next Toastmaster and evaluator is an excellent old one, an oldie, who has not taken our club by storm, but has been storming through our club for quite some time in a very powerful and beneficial way. Jim Sims.
By way of advertisement, let me tell you that in February I'll be 70, and March 11th I will be climbing the Bank of America Tower, all 42 stories for the American Lung Association. I'm still looking for volunteers to join my team. Fred, I had a presentiment when I realized that I was going to be evaluating your speech, because I knew that it would be well thought out, constructed with a lot of forethought. And when I saw that it was a message about a triathlon, I thought that had to be intriguing and challenging for all of us, whether we've ever done a 5K or just walking to the mailbox is the exercise that we get each day, as Frank does. Now, what I would say to you is that my spin instructor is going to be doing her first marathon. She's doing some tremendous preparation for it, so I can realize, and I think you shared with us, how powerful this experience has been in your life, and that is throughout your story. That made a really good connection. So the title of your speech I thought was really well done. Now, we talked about notes before. You had them curled up in your hand and you never used them at all. Don't use your notes, or don't have them with you if you really don't need them. You didn't need them. You began by saying, I'm going to tell you, just start with something really challenging. Perhaps you could give us a quote from Steve Prefontaine. To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. Famous runner who died in 1975 at the tender age of 24. You tended to stand in one place and didn't really move around too much. So I would suggest perhaps a little bit more movement, maybe staging at a particular time in your story. You're here at another time in your story. You're elsewhere on the stage. You did some really valuable storytelling. What I would like to do is to suggest to you that you embellish it more with names and voices. You talked about those people who say, hey buddy, pack it up, you don't look like you're gonna make it. Or then you could even use the voice of the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, take to the starting line. And then, give us a little bit more flavor for that experience. I liked the fact that you talked about having a ripple effect. Now, in your life, it had a ripple effect. What I was looking for was a little bit more detail. And then I was also looking for how can the audience benefit from your experience, whether we ever step into a triathlon or we don't even have a rusty bike. Give us a little bit more of how can you use it in your life. I definitely thought you connected with the audience. At the very beginning, you made that connection by talking about your near drowning experience. You might have overlooked the fact that perhaps not everyone was here. So repeat that drowning experience and that age. I see I'm at the yellow light. You finished at the yellow light. What I suggest is get to the red. Go a little bit further. You left some valuable stage time on the table. You could have expanded a little bit in your speech. You have a warm and engaging smile. You connect with the audience in a very, very relaxed way. Again, good storytelling. And I definitely thought that we could learn a lot from you. The ending I thought was a little weak. I would suggest maybe beefing it up a little bit. My suggested ending is again from Steve Prefontaine. The best pace is a suicide pace, and today looks like a good day to die.